let me change this to something more better. Hello, thank you. Thank you guys for joining Melda. Hi Carlin, hi Melda. How are you doing guys? How are you doing this good Sunday? How are you doing this good Sunday? I miss you. Whoa, that's so good of you, Melda Otieno. Where did you get lost to? It has been quite some time. It has been quite some time. Thank you guys for joining with a lot of love, guys. With a lot of love. How are you doing this good Sunday? How are you doing? How are you doing on this good Sunday, guys? Mine has been so fine. Very chilly and very cold Sunday, guys. I don't know if where you are, guys, you are experiencing a long period of a long period of cold. I think now we are in the cold season, guys. It's officially here with us. Melda, mtu usema oh, I miss you more. Oh, Melda, I miss you more. I miss you more, Melda. I miss you more. And thank you for always joining. Thank you. Thank you, Karen, for reminding me that. Karen. You know, the word Karen comes from a rich kind of a Kenyan background. Karen is such a strong word. Karen, I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of good friends. So when I get lost, you know, there are a lot of friends who really miss me, and I also miss them too. Happy Sunday. Kuna Karen bro kama ni mimi. Yeah, we have upper and lower Karen. We have upper and lower Karen. Lower Karen is the largest slum in, I think, in East Africa, Kibera. But now the upper Karen is the real Karen that you know. But I think you belong to the upper Karen. You belong to the upper Karen. Leave the lower Karen. It has a lot of issues. It has a lot of issues. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Oh, another week is gone, guys. Another week is gone. And now from I think today it is on 29th. Thank you guys for the likes. Let's like, guys, and we have not yet subscribed. I urge everyone, guys, to subscribe. I urge everyone, guys, to subscribe. I urge everyone, guys, to subscribe. Yeah, and I was in the, I had there was someone who had just called me a little bit, so I had just left it open. Yeah, kwa tu nimeiacha tu ikiwa open, but All the same, everything is good. All the same, everything is good. Yeah, they will come. Yeah, they will come, Kalen. They will come. So, Upper Kalen. Upper Kalen. We understand. You were silent streaming. Yeah. I had just left it open. I had just left it open. So uh, yeah. And you know when probably one is mute, or when one we cannot see your face, we just assume that maybe that guy or that lady just decided to open up a platform and then he or she disappeared. Yes, kabisa. Yeah, we just assume that that person maybe he just left it that way and then he or she just disappeared. But I never disappeared. I was just here. Bonjour, comment to verse Bisco de Paris. A lot of love too. Kale, now I can be able to, to translate this kind of French thing. Corinne is sending a lot of love all the way from Paris. A lot of love to Corinne all the way from Kenya. A lot of love all the way from Kenya. A lot of love all the way from Kenya. How is your Sunday, Corinne? Translate to English. Yeah. Lots of love too from Kenya. Muulize kama ako na pesa. Okay, ni sawa. Let me just translate and just ask like that. Cut. Karen tu anataka do. Karen anataka do. Let me translate this one. This last one. Mojvais alel manga bon so il bon colin. Let me see that. So French to English. I'm going to eat. Have a good evening. Oh, okay. Dora, unataka tutumiwe Dora? Amazing for joining. Yeah, just invite me. Just invite me to Paris. I'm going to come. Corinne, I'll just come. Just send that invitation. I'll just come. Karen, sasa wewe baki Kenya hapa peke yako. Karen. Karen, sasa wewe utabaki peke yako. Invite pale to vex Corinne. Yeah, just invite me. I'm just going to come. I invite you to Paris if you want to come. Oh, send that invitation. Send that invitation at Corinne. Send that invitation. I will come. Karen, now I just want to say bye. I'll be going to Paris. Karen, I'll be going to Paris. Utanitafutia mzungu tu. Of course, now when I go to Paris, that will be my first assignment. That will be first, you know, it will be my first assignment to ensure that, you know, that you also get there, I will ensure, Karen, that you also get there. Uniletee kitu mzuri kutoka Paris. Of course, lazima Karen, lazima nilete something good and something beautiful. Lazima nilete something good and something beautiful. Lazima nikuletee anything. Make your wish list. Karen, just make your wish list. Then from there, I'm going to fulfill your wish list. Once we get there. Oh, life is so amazing, eh? Life is so amazing. But anything, Karen, is possible. Everything is possible. That's what I believe. That's what I believe in. Everything is possible. Notri Endrotois Eltrislis Freud. A lot of code, very code. Thank you guys with a lot of love for joining. Thank you guys with a lot of love for joining. How was your Sunday? How was your Sunday? So Corinne Guillot, she's asking how, if our place is hot. And I have just replied that we are experiencing a lot of long period of cold nights and days, guys. Very cold days and nights. Very cold. Very cold. I'm looking for a cable. Very cold. In fact, today, guys, I have been shivering a lot. Yeah, it's very cold. We are back to the cold season. We are back to the cold season, guys. A lot of cold season. Very cold. Very cold. Very cold. Even removing the cape and I have my hair is tall, I can just feel, some kind of coldness. Sunday, guys. This Sunday. Yeah, the end of the month. We are the end of June. Now we go to July, the coldest month. I think that is the coldest month here in Kenya. July is one of the coldest month here in Kenya, guys. So guys, I think now we are just preparing, we are just preparing for another cold season, yeah, we are just preparing for another cold season. But nowadays, guys, I think in terms, sometimes it's extreme cold, sometimes we can have some rain. But I remember growing up when everything was just like when weather had a real pattern, things were a little bit different, guys, because you knew if it was June and July, Oh, there was a lot of fog, a lot of fog. And I remember those days. I think most of, I'm not sure if most of you are there, but during those time, we used to go to school. Uh, how can I call it? Barefooted, and it's very cold. You are waking up very early, and you just go to school barefooted, no shoes. And now it was during the month of, I think, the month of June and July. So you are waking up at allowed 4, or allowed 5, let's say 5 p.m. Because most of the school's program used to start at allowed 6 to 6:30. So you wake up very early, and in the process of waking up very early, you just have like one sweater. You have a lot of fog, and then we never used like to wear some shoes. So we are walking lead distance barefooted, and you must be in your class at the right time. Otherwise, if by any mistake, maybe let's say that you are late. Oh, teachers those days didn't have what we call the chills. They could beat us, and it is very early in the morning, guys. It's very cold, and maybe most of us, like me, where I used to school, we are supposed to be seated at class by 6 p.m. Imagine, guys, 6 a.m. in the morning. But now imagine you are supposed to be in class at 6 a.m. It's cold, it's in the morning. You just have a sweater, a shirt and a sweater and a short. Yeah, you just have a short. I'm telling you, life during those days was so hard. Nowadays, I always see kids going to school with long, with sleeve jackets, uh, and during our time, you're supposed just to either you have a t-shirt inside, then you have the school shirt, and then you have the sweater. And most of our sweaters used to have a lot of patches here, a lot of patch. Yeah, I don't think if you really went through hard life, your sweater here really had to have a patch, and also you are short. So you just go to school, it's cold, it's freezing, everything is just like failing, and you're just there. But nowadays, kids have a lot of advantage. Yeah, nowadays they even have jackets. But during our time, Karen, we never even used to have jackets. I remember, like, even jackets, they used to have a lot of patches here. And the sweaters that we used to wear during those days, you could just pull and the sweater now go and coil in. I don't know how they used to sew those sweaters. So we really suffered, guys. We really suffered. And you are supposed to be seated in your class by 6 a.m. in the morning. So if you come like 6:10, that one is punishable. And teachers during those days, it's not hata tulikuwa tunakanyaga chini. Yeah. Karen, did you used to wear shoes? Or was it just me who never used to enjoy having a pair of shoes? Yeah, because for my case, sisi tulivaa viatu, I think from class 7. Yeah, but during the other time, you are just there, no shoes, you just have one short. And sometimes, like for us boys, there were some times that we are a little bit naughty. So you just realize that I used not to enjoy shoes too. So you used to walk barefooted. You also used to walk barefooted. Oh, I'm telling you, we have come from far. Yeah, we have come from far. We should be proud to hear God has taken us today, guys. Imagine also Karen never used to wear shoes. And you know, from our school, it was illegal like to wear two shorts. You know, na shati, yeah, shati ilikuwa imeraruka raruka. And you know, during those days, we never used to enjoy having bags. Yeah, it's nowadays that unaona bag imeraruka kidogo. We used to. Do you remember the nylon papers? Do you remember the nylon paper, guys? Those are the ones that we used to carry our books with. Like you just have like 2 to 3 nylon papers, put together, and then you just put your books there. Na vile nilikatwa na baiskeli ndio nilianza kuvaa slippers. You see now, it was just a circumstance that you must wear something, yeah, because now it was like a norm. It was like a norm. No shoe wearing. You just have a short. Like for us boys, I remember there are some times that maybe my mom just told us to, tell us it's on Friday. Make sure that your clothes are ready so that when you go to school on Monday, they are clean. And during those days, we used to enjoy a lot of responsibilities. Yeah. The nylon papers used to do a lot of job. We used to carry our books in the nylon papers. And then, Karen, did you get those pens that we used to siphon? Yeah, to siphon some ink. Ndio kidoda isishikwe na uchafu. You see, it was all about the circumstance. But virtually, and one thing that I always enjoy, imagine we used to go even to Rhino, barefooted, guys, barefooted during those days. And we never used to get diseases. Me, I don't know. Like a modern child doing that, it will be disastrous. And one thing that I have seen that really have advanced, even when you look at the street children's that we have, maybe here in the city or elsewhere, you find that those guys, they are even wearing shoes. They are street children, but they are wearing shoes. They are eating nice food. And apart from not having a home, they are having some of the privileges that we used to have, even homes that we never used to have. That's the irony of life. That's the irony of life. So, like this man, guys, imagine we use even to have a short. The short is not dry. Maybe your mom told you to make sure you clean your shirt. In fact, we used just to have short and shirt and maybe some sweater. Then next, nikadugwa na waya. So what happened? Me, Karen, I'm telling you, I came to wear shoes when I was in class 6. Everything was barefooted. I only used to enjoy having shoes, especially on Sunday. On Sunday, you are supposed to be clean. You go to church. Of course, your legs have very, 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 very suffered. I also remember a day. We are from school. I was in class 7. We are from school, and the lifestyle, the Ushago lifestyle. So there were these dogs that were called T9. Me, I don't know if you knew them. Yeah, there were these dogs that were called T9, and then we had a neighbor. So our home, and then we had a distance neighbor. Let me just say a distance neighbor. And then this neighbor, they didn't have the proper sanitation in terms of the toilet. So it was just a hole that was dug, and then that was it. So now this dog just comes, and in the process, it fell into that hole. So now as we are from school, and we are all excited, because one, we have seen a dog, and you know, during those days having something like that, yeah, those dogs were very dangerous, and they were a threat. They were a threat to life. So us now as boys, we are excited because during those days having a dog, it was even one of the most precious things that we could have. So now there was one of the brave guys in our class, and we just tell him, you know what, we have seen a dog, and you have been asking for a dog, so we are going to take you where the dog is, so that once you remove it from that hole, let me just call it the latrine, the pit latrine, you know, the pit latrine, yeah, exactly. So yeah, hiyo ikikuuma unakuwa weda wazimu. So as Kalen sasa, we just call this brave. We used to perceive him as the bravest boy of all, because do you remember during those days when you are in the primary school and then all of a sudden like you want to have a fight, you know, tulikuwa tunasema mnaekeleana star. Do you remember the star thing? So if I remove your star, then it means I can beat you, and then from there chaos just come from nowhere. That's what we used to do. So this boy used to beat everyone in our class. So he was like our hero. And we are from the same village. So we just go. Yeah, those stars. Okay. So we just went and we called that boy and we told him, now, for in our homestead we had a dog. So we never wanted another dog, but in their homestead they didn't have one. So we told that man, you know what, we have seen a dog, it has fallen somewhere in a pit latrine, and then what we are going to do, we are going to we have come so that you can just go and remove it from the pit latrine. And then we gave him the chain, the chain that you just put your dog so that it does not get lost. So the boy accepted. Yeah. We used to remove the stars, and then all of a sudden you just start fighting, and in the process now the winner, everyone is just cheering, no, and at the end of the day you just know this one, maybe he is weak, and this one is superior. So we just went. The boy was very, very excited. The boy was very, very excited. So he told me, oh, thank you very much. At least now, you'll not even be coming in our home, because now, once I remove that dog from the pit latrine, yeah, we used even to bet. We used even to bet. So he told us, now we are like a group of boys, like about 10 boys. And everyone has just confirmed that there is a dog which is very, very huge and very tall, and it has fallen in the pit latrine. So the person who is going to remove that dog from that pit latrine, the dog will be his automatically, because the dog is not from our village. So now this boy comes and he says, haki mimi naitoa, and once nikishaitoa then taifuga nyororo, and then now you guys will never come in our home. So we just waited. So now the boy strategized on how he is going to remove the dog. So hapo kulikuwa na mti ilikuwa just adjacent hapo, and then the boy akapanda na paga, and then he akakat one of the branches. So akakat one of the branches yenye itafikia huko chini in that pit latrine, so that the dog probably can bite that that branch, alafu yeye aivurute ndio itoke. So sasa sisi we are just sharing. So the boy comes with that branch, akaweka, akasikia inafika huko chini, and tunaona tu, because the dog is, you can see the dog is there. Sasa sisi we are just there. Akasema na ninasikia hiyo dogi nauma hiyo mti na inatoka nayo. Sasa sisi tukagojea. Then after kugojea for a while, akasema nasikia tu inapanda, ni kama imeuma na inavuru, na sisi tukaona ikipanda. And kids are just kids. No, hatukusaidia. He was a strong boy. He was very, very strong and very muscular. So we knew yeye kuivuruta itakuwa na shida. Then all of a sudden the dog ikatoka. But instead of this dog now getting scared because imeona we are like so many, it started biting this young man. And then the young man akasema inaniuma. Sasa Karen, let me just tell you, your feeling just senses a form of a fear, and it tells you now you're in a danger zone. The only thing that you can do is just run for your life. And then the first, after kusema ni kama inamuuma, the dog ikamurukia and then ikaaguka na yeye. Ikamuuma, the boy anajaribu kuamka, dog akienda kusimama inamwagukia because the dog was so huge and it was very tall. So Karen, I'm telling you, I ran home, and I don't know where my mind was because now I'm scared that the dog might also injure us. So everyone sasa kwa those 10 boys, it was now time to scatter. So we unapotea huko, sasa tukaacha that boy akijaribu kusukumana na hiyo dogi. Sasa the situation was so worse that the boy sasa ni maduru anapiga. Nasema hii dogi nataka kuniua, kujeni. And it is in the village, and the time it was about 6 p.m. hivi ya majioni. So everyone now in the village akaanza kutokeze trying to rescue that man. Me, I'm telling you, I ran home. I'm telling you, this was my neighbor. My mind never even clicked that you even heard about that. So I just went, and then like without even considering that he had a bald kind of offense. So nilikatwa mguu from pale chini ikakuja kama imerarua vizuri, ikararua hadi huku juu. Even today I have that scar. Ilirarua vizuri. That wire. Ilirarua vizuri. Sasa after kufika home venye I was so shocked. Hata si kukumbuka. So ilinirarua vizuri, kanirarua kabisa. So kufika home, sasa ndio nilienda kuoga, and then I was seeing blood all over. Sasa nashindwa tena, kwani dogi iliniuma or what really happened? Na sasa hapo nikaona kidoda kubwa nilikuwa nimeraruliwa na hiyo sengege. So I was like, wow, you mean sasa hiyo dogi ilikuwa imalize huyo jamaa? So I'm telling you, everyone from the village just came out, trying to beat the dog. The dog was not scared, but one good thing, the boy was rescued. And then now the following day, we are just told that the boy has been admitted to a general hospital, and by good luck he survived. He survived, but that dog had done very serious injuries. The dog had done a lot of serious injuries. So I always remember that story, and I always say, wow, when you talk about the issue of childhood, and you remember some of the memories, wow, you just say that God has brought you from very, 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 very far. That scenario up to date, I always see that mark, and I always remember that time. Yeah, I always remember that time. So the boy got admitted to the hospital, and then in the process, he was treated, and 2 months later now he came back to school. and we are in class 6. I can recall we are in class 6. So the boy just came, and from that day he also swear that he'll never love dogs anymore. That was the end of him and the passion that he had for dogs. Yeah, that story up to date. I remember we were with one of my brothers, so we always share that story, and he always told me, and he always says to me, "What? I remember during that time, that man was really terrorized by that dog, because we all fragmented, and the boy just became helpless." Up to date, I remember that story, and I say, "Wow, God really saved that man. God really saved him from death." So when we talk about the far that we have come from, me I'm a testimonial. I can testify the far, that far. Going to school with no shoes, and today I can buy a pair of shoes. To me, that one is not a normal thing. I always appreciate for that. It's a simple thing, but to me it has a lot of difference, because each and every time I remember during those days, no shoes, a lot of hustle here and there. You have to wake up very early, and during those days, it is not like these days that each and every parent is always insisting, go and lead. To us, school was paramount, so you either go to school or your father. Like my dad was very harsh. Uh-huh. Yeah, the strategy was simple. You just move out. You just move out if you don't want to go to school. And when you remember all the struggles, when you remember all the struggles, you don't have anything else to do. Just to go to school and just to be good. That was it. Yeah, that was the part of the story that. And that man, by I don't know what happened to me. I think everything never went positive on him. I think he got into drugs. And today I always hear from others that he is an addict. Did you guys used to swim, Carlin? Did you guys used to go and do some swimming? Yeah, we really loved, that outing activity, especially on Sunday or especially on Saturday. Yeah, like for our case, we really loved. Wow, I remember even sometimes hatukuwa na maji ya tap water or kuoga. As we used to swim. Like now, the disadvantage that we really had, we just had a stream. But we were so determined in such a way that tunakafugia kafugia huko chini, tunakafugia mahali tunaona ni deep, so that it has very large quantity of water, and now that's where we used to swim. And we used like to jump from very far. We just come jumping, and then we are yeah, and we used to enjoy, guys. Kids of nowadays do not understand these things, because they have really gotten these swimming pools and the stuff. But during our time, it was all about doing it. Yeah, we really used to do that. And then at times we used to do some kind of fishing, and then tunapata tule tusamaki tudogo. So Sasa tunajaribu kuzichoma na huko chini na huko tu kwa mto. At now we are enjoying some omega 6. You know, boys will always be boys. Boys will always be boys. But sasa kwa hiyo river there was a certain high point. Yeah? Na ilikuwa kirock. So maji nateremkia kwa hiyo kirock. So you just swim downwards or downstream. So we swim downstream and then tunapanda sasa pale juu. You just sleep on that rock so that now the fresh water can just come, you know, all over your body, and that was it. In fact, no, it was not a waterfall. It was not a waterfall. It was just like a stream, but it had some high point somewhere, and there was a very good block. Yeah, a very good block that was there. So we used to like that rock. That's where now we used to go and do some basking there. So when you swim downstream, because sasa downstream, you know, we are swimming a lot of guys there, and then mwingine utapata labda ameswim ametoka akiwa na matoke, so like ukikamua sasa unaenda sasa pale juu where the rock was, because now that now where we used to have that clean water, so you just unalala kwa hiyo rock and that is it. Bado huku siku hizi aya, bado huko siku hizi. Oh, to me, to us, the last time I went to see that stream, very long time. I think one of these 5 years, let me not just say days, one of these 5 years, I think I should go and check if that stream still exists. But during our time, it was a very huge stream, and it was not seasonal. It was throughout the year. But now, that was in our village. Now, when you go to our neighboring village, now they had like this big river, you know, very big river. And I remember one of my brothers was taken by one of my cousins. They just go and swim, and then in the process akakwamia huko chini. So like everyone had really just everyone that they were swimming with had really had to aid him so that he could get out of that water. From that day sasa mimi nikaogopa kuswim in large rivers, you know, because that river was very large. So he thought that just like the way we used to go to swim in our stream is just the same way that he was going to swim in that large river. So sasa, you know, he was told by other boys, hii ni kama hiyo ya huko kwenyu huwa mna swim, sasa tuigie huko. And then in the process akakwamia huko ndani. So those boys, sasa at least sasa wao walikuwa veteran, so they removed him. Yeah. But for me, I have never reached in terms of you know, anything that I know that I can't. Mi nilikata because I fear, you know, I have this kind of fear, especially when I see beans in large quantity. Yeah, like that river, for me, I had this kind of a fear. But sasa yeye alikuwa ni yule kujifanya mjasiri. You know, I can just get in here. I can just swim like these other boys na nikuwe fine. So in the process jamaa akakwamia huko ndani, and you know, it was all about rescue. So from that time onward, hata yeye akainua mikono akasema we. Yeah, hiyo ilikuwa peer pressure. You know, during those days peer pressure was, you know, it was there. Even today, I think peer pressure is still there, but during our time, ours was a little bit more positive peer pressure. Nowadays, you know, the peer pressure yenye wanapatana nayo is maybe like you know, doing alcohol, doing drugs. But for ours, it was all about doing some this kind of stuff, village stuff, like let's go swim. This is your first time to swim, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. So if you don't know, and if maybe you are a little bit nervous, then you can't win. Yeah, peer pressure ilimfanya. But one thing yenye nimependa huko kwenyu, you still have those streams. Me, I don't know if our cast stream dried or it's still there. But that cast stream, wow. I remember the way we used to do the fishing. And we never used, like my mom used like, kutufuria go. And then we used to tell her asitufurie because we really wanted to go to that cast stream so that we could, we could one swim, two tufue huko, and then after kufua, now sasa mpadishe maji, and it was far, it was ka distance. Like me sasa kubeba mtugi kutoka huko chini hadi home. Wow, it was like today I have done something that that needs that needs some recognition. But otherwise, each and every home now is with piped water. So then this new generation cannot really understand the kind of struggles that we used to face. But we really used to love such kind of an outing. A very, very, very good outing. Each and every day it was all about, doing our thing. Yeah, it was all about doing our thing, and we really used to like to enjoy. Yeah, for swimming, that's the highest that I have done. I have only swam in a, I have only swum in a stream comfortably, but in terms of swimming in other areas, like I went to coast, because I have that kind of a fear, and then nikapewa floater, and then nikasikia maji na nirudisha ndani ya bahari, so mimi nikasema hiyo story staki. It's very good, it's very warm, swimming in the Indian Ocean water. The water is salty, and the climate there is always warm. But now nikasikia maji sasa inanivuruta huko ndani kwa sea. Yeah, kwa ocean huko ndani. Nikasema no way am I going to do this. So me swimming a little bit, I'm very, very uncomfortable with it. Swimming is not my thing. Swimming, to me, it has never really sunk in my mind. It has never really sunk in my mind. I have posted a new video. Let me see if I have gotten that alert. I can see one notification here. Let me just check on it. Yeah, I can see it 1 hour ago. Sikuogopa maji as per se. Naogopaga kupelekwa na hiyo maji. Naogopaga kupelekwa na hiyo maji Karen. Hii aja ni constant. Karen unasema tutafute mtu mwenye anajua kufanya upishi. Buduki wachana nayo. Lakini maji ni baya hata kuliko buduki. I can tell you that, Karen. Yeah, ja kila saa. I agree. You know, kama hapa kuko sawa, then hata ukuwe mrembo aje sasa sitaona hiyo urembo. Like me, I keep on eating each and every time. That's the reason why I love to go to the gym. And then sasa uniambia I'm going to suffocate. You know, all sasa hautafika sababu of one or two reasons. To me, I think that one can be the worst thing. Kukula lazima tukule manzi. Of course, tumbo lazima ishibe kabisa, na sio tafadhali. Me, I can, you know, I can oversee everything else, but eating to me is constant. Eating to me is constant. Let me just take on a video. I think hiyo notification ilikuwa imeniletea that what do I call it? That short. Let me just look for the notification. Urembo huwa ikuliwi. Yes. Okay, ni sawa. Videos. Let me just go to kuna video long. Okay. Meigia up. Oh, story time. He called me ugly. Why did he call you ugly, Khaled? This is 13 minutes video. Let me just listen to it as we keep on chatting here. There I go. And that guy told you to your face that you are not, you know, you are ugly. How ugly was you ugly? Today I didn't feel like doing a video. Why? Did you go to the church? Why did you get demotivated by not doing a video? Is it a fiction or it's a true story? Oh, me I always go for the first service. I always go for the first service very early in the morning. I love it when I go at about 8. It starts at 8, and then by 10 I'm done. He also did some body shaming. And he the ugly part is a true story. Iko kwingine ni fiction. Okay. What about where he said that you know, the assets were not there? Okay. the story is so fascinating. The story is so fascinating. Was he your first love, or was he what? Or he was just a friend? The good thing is that you really understand you had something, eh? Then he must, but I understand because during those days he was young. So maybe he misjudged you from the aspect of the looks. You know, because at times we just say looks are just deceiving. You know, you might lose a gold in the contest of trying to look for beauty. He used to appreciate me a lot. That's a good one. That's a good one. I think the only thing he never liked maybe was your facial look. Yes. Amefuga kwe hapa next. Oh, kwa hivyo washaenda. Then you're talking about a girl who used to borrow some money. Was it your friend, or who was she? And you're saying she had a lot of assets. Yes. Sasa shida yangu mimi, schedule yangu ikuagi constant. Naweza niende.
Nataka nikuachie kifunguo cha saa nyingine.
Si umwachie kwa Masai.
Kama hata atakubali hiyo Masai.
Hawezi kata. Si hata za Waithira uacho hapo.
Anachanga hapo.
And then upigie Esther.
Acha nimjaribu.
Umwambie kifunguo umeacha kwa Masai, because sasa mimi naweza sema nitakuja 7 nikuje 9. Mimi sinaga schedule.
Hebu hata nione kama nitaacha.
Ni sawa. But the easiest thing first ongea na Esther, akiitikia then uongee na Masai. Sawa. Okay. My first love, everything about me, but one who called me ugly was just a waste of man. Peter, hello, how are you doing today? Karen, I'm still listening. In fact, I'm minute 7. Peter, hi too. How are you doing today, sir? Did I pause? Continue. Wow, that's amazing. Did you make your video? You told us that you are going to make a video. And you know, I'm the first subscriber in your channel. Any video so far? Me, I'm good. I appreciate. We are here with my sister Carlin. Yeah. Did you connect with Carlin? Did you connect with Carlin Jeff Kilo? Did you connect? Karen, did you connect with Peter? Me, I'm just fine, Mr. Peter. I'm just fine. Yeah, if you haven't, kindly connect with Carlin, and she is going to appreciate. Okay, Karen connected, but she's saying that you haven't yet uploaded some video. Upload some video, some content, even short videos. I always say you can start with short videos. That's how I started, guys. I started with a short video, then I started just one video, that I didn't even knew how to edit. Yeah, let me check. Let me make one. Just make one. Just make one. A short one should take even less than a minute. And then you just upload in your channel so that it gives you the motivation now to keep on making some short videos before now you come up with the entire concept of how you'll be making now the long videos. Yeah, you can even lie to us and we still watch. And yeah, that is it. That's how this. Karen, I'm just laughing because hashtag sad story, but from what I'm hearing, it was more about the love game, because yes, you have been told that maybe you are not so beautiful. On the other hand, now there is this other girl that this young man would just want to date, and unfortunately this girl does not have some resources, so this girl is now like asking you for some money. So it's all about this kind of a vicious life cycle, vicious love cycle. Yeah. And you see, at the end of the day, uh, now you are that man that had really told you that maybe you are not good enough. Once she connected with this girl, he was not even satisfied. Now that's the concept in life. you know Sometimes, yeah, you see, now she was asking some coins from you so that you can fight the relationship. And now this man, after a while, he just realized that now the girl that she thought she was the world to him, she was not also fit. You know that that's the thing with life. So we always lose some things in the pursuit of others, and in the process we just realize that what we have now is not even more better than what we had in the previous world or in the previous relationship. Yeah, you see that now the contrast in life, very very complex. So understanding life, it's like playing a puzzle on how you are going to unmask the everything, and on how you are going to make it go intact once again. And now I'm in minute 12, and now the guy really wanted to come back to you, and in the process you are saying that you told him not to even talk to you again, and that was good for you. This is minute 12, 11 seconds. I love the entire concept. I love the entire story. It has a moral aspect. It has a moral story behind everything. That at times we always believe that what we don't have, it's more better than what we have. But in the process of getting Yeah, he broke you, but in the process of getting what, what we don't have, we just realized that what we just lost was very valuable. And it is the same thing that happens in life, like like now we are young and energetic, and there are those guys maybe of our age, that are really making some money. They are making some money everywhere, guys, but it's all about life. They are taking life so serious, in terms of wow. I have watched it, Carlin. It's a good concept. I have done it. Let me just take on it. Karen, I have watched, and there is one thing that I have liked from the entire concept. And one thing that I have really admired is that, you have brought that concept that sometimes we always yearn to have what we don't have at the moment, and once we have it, we just realize it was not so valuable than what we previously had. That's now the thing with life. So many times we always think, let me just move and go and look for better pastures. Like I always feel a lot of pain for those people that go to other countries like Saudi Arabia, or those countries, just to, maybe someone had a job here. Yeah, maybe someone really didn't have a job, really had a job here, and in the process of looking for green pastures, they even bash that kind of a job, and they say, I'll never return, this and that, and they just go out there. And at the end of the day, uh, they are calling you, I would really, they are calling on you, they are calling the family, they are calling the government, just assist me. I really want to go back. Yeah, I really want to go back to my country because of one, two, three things. Things are not working even here. And you just realize even the other job that you had, or that small project that you had really started, it could have grown big if probably you persisted and you stayed, back at home. Go to the channel. Now I'm looking at Peter's. Mr. P, let me just look at what you have created for us today. And thank you so much for creating your first video. It's always an achievement. It's always an achievement. At least now it's going to be. Wow, and I can see you have used an AI. This one is a good one. Yeah. Never give up. UG motion. Keep moving on, Peter. That one was good one. I love the entire thing. I love the entire thing. Success. Step 1 to success. Comment with what you have learned. Me from that shot, I have just learned that for someone to move to success, or for someone to be successful, it's not all about saying that I'm going to do this and that and that and that and that so that I can be successful. It's all about taking the first action. It's all about taking the first action. And once now you start taking the little actions, now you'll be moving, towards making your little success dream, or making your dream come true. Otherwise, most of the times, it's like a manifesto. It's like a manifesto, guys. A lot of politicians create mpaka, he should be creating a lot of content, just like. And I don't know where Blessed Waithaka has gone nowadays. I haven't seen him lately. I haven't also seen his notifications. So Karen, maybe when he joins your life, tell him that he has lost. Tell him that he has lost. Blessed Waithaka is also another good guy who really used to create motivation. This kind of motivation thing. So I don't know, nowadays he has a little bit got lost. Nkadha, I have always seen her, her thing. She's cooking each and every day, giving us a vlog here and there. And I also always, Hadi a post video. I have never seen him in my life for the longest time. Yeah, nowadays he doesn't even post. Me, I don't know really what happened. He should come back. He should come back and do, and do something, and do something, and do something. It's all about, connecting with each other. Yeah. That girl, that lady, I agree. Asante sana Peter. Also Asante. Your video has taught me one thing. One, even if I'm going to say that I'm going to do this, to do this, to do this, to do that, without taking the first action, then the possibility or the probabilities of me getting, to my dream success, it's almost to nil. But when I take the first step, that is now the road to success. That video, I have really loved the entire concept of one, have actionable steps, and then you are going to move toward your success. So be creating such type of videos, very motivating, and they'll keep you, they are going to bring you, if you keep on making a lot of shots, they are going to give you subscribers, or they are going to be, Karen always doesn't love the name subscribers. She really loves saying that you are always going to connect with other YouTubers, which is such a good thing. So keep on posting each and every day. Post something, just like 30 seconds, 1 minute, and then when you have time, just create a video. Just create video, and then we're here. We are always here. Like me, I'm always online, except on very, maybe, yeah. So once you start now creating, it will be easier for you now to connect with other YouTubers. And with no time, Karen alifukuzwa kwa live ya mtu juu ya kusema let's connect. Wow, that was so, I think that was not the right thing to do, especially like now you guys will join to my live and say let's connect. I think that one is so long. Yeah, because the essence is all about connecting. You know, when I connect with Karen, at the end of the day, those people, even though they are not YouTubers and maybe they are Karen's followers, the possibility of them watching similar content, or those people that maybe a certain YouTuber have followed, then it becomes very easy. And you know, that's how we grow in terms of connecting with large audience. Otherwise, or you cannot do it all by yourself, because one, you need others to grow, and you cannot, you know, just okay because he will also get subs and watch hours. Yeah, but you see now, you know, we need like to keep on motivating each other, because today I'm creating this content. Tomorrow I would also want Peter to create more content. So when I discourage you to connecting to his content, then I don't think, you know, we are trying to bring people together. It's all about creating chaos, which is not a good thing. So the easiest thing, let's keep connecting. Let's keep on, you know, sharing each other's content. You know, the one that you find it's worth sharing. And at the end of the day, it's all about, you know, all these things is all about learning from each other. You know, you cannot have everything in your head. I need to learn some things from Peter, from Karen, from Waidaka, from Kada, from everyone. Otherwise, all by myself, I'd be lying that I'm making the best content. But we also have others, you know, who have not even started creating content, and they can make a better content than I do. So it's all about learning each and every day from others. Yeah, it's all about learning every day from others. So Peter, me, I encourage you each and every day, if you really want to connect with a large audience, you know, through shorts. Me, I'm a testimonial. You know, I have made a lot of friends, I have made a lot of sub from shorts each and every day. When I was, you know, like starting, I used like to create like a 1 minute short, you know, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, and then when I have time, I just used to create a video. And now that's how everything now started coming into the reality. Otherwise, if you create today and tomorrow you are not there, you are not creating anything, then it will become hard for you, you know, to move from this step to another. Like Oidaka, we have a good friend that we used to call Oidaka. So this guy was creating very good motivational videos, but all of a sudden, I don't know the challenges that he got, you know, in the process of creating, doing his content. Me, I no longer see his notifications, because for everyone that I have subscribed, I always put all, so that when you have a new thing, I'm going to watch it, and I'm going at least to give my comment. Yeah, and once I have given you my comment, you know, it keeps you going, because you can feel that if this, you know, if he watched my content, if another person watched my content and they are seeing that I keep on moving on, then why should I get discouraged? So that should be the way, and that should be the lens at which we should be looking at things. Mtu anaweza toka live kwa yangu akiwa amepata 20 subs. I agree. Kalen always say, let's connect. Have you connected with this? Have you connected with that? You know, that's the good thing with Kalen. So once in a while, Peter, when maybe you are free, and maybe you have seen that Kalen is online, you know, just connect with her, and then I'm very sure you are going to get some good sub from her, from her life, from her life, because it's all about, us learning from others. Hii kitu haitaki uchoyo. So sasa utakuwa mchoyo sababu ya nini? Sasa utakuwa mchoyo sababu ya nini? It's all about learning from each other, guys. It's all about learning from each other. Na kila siku watu new who come. Yeah, that should be our angle. That should be our angle. So let people come. Let people come, guys. Let people come. Because if they come and then we support each other, then life gets a little bit more enticing, it gets more better. And that is the aspect of life. That is the best aspect of life. Wanapenda moshi. Oh, yeah, Karen mostly unafanyaga your videos or your life while cooking each and every day. I told you one time you should take us to your shamba, Karen. You should take us to your shamba. You should take us to your shamba. And we see you doing some good activities, some good farming activities. Moshi lazima. I think sasa hiyo ndio tear gas. That's the real tear gas, Karen. You are tear gassing your sub with a lot of carbon, You are tear gassing your sub with a lot of carbon, which is such a very good thing. Wacha niwapikie tu, ni sawa. Kama hutaki stories za kuchafuka juu ya ukulima, we all agree. Just cook for us, Karen. We'll just come to listen while you cook for us. We'll just be there to come and listen while you cook for us. My token is making noise each and every day. After 3 days, it's eaten and it's not getting full. A lot of noise. After 2 days, noise. After 2 days, noise. After 2 days, noise. And now you might find it is 4. Because the last time I checked it was 5 point something. Now I think it's about 4 point something. And it's making a lot of noise. At least it should be making noise while it is at 2 or 1. But now it does not even give me the motivation to go and check on it. Why it's making a lot of noise. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, lakini akiwa home it's more easier because sasa ako tu just within, maybe akiwatch cartoon atakuwa fine. Yeah, babies love attention. Babies love attention. They love attention. They love a lot of attention. And someone was just saying like men are like babies. I don't know how true that statement is. That they also love some attention. Is it true, Colin? Is it true? Can you support, or is it true? Yeah, they always say that men are big babies. I don't know why they really brought that type of such type of justification. Others, with most of women supporting that. Let me even Google that and see, because I have heard that thing from different people. Men being big babies. How? How now? Kuwa analia hata hakuna mtu amemchapa. Yeah. They really. Yeah, lazima kwanza akusubue ndio. Sasa akikuwa mtu mkubwa, at least now you can relax a little bit. Yes, Mr. Peter, I can see you are back. I can see Mr. Peter is back. Pinky. Oh, sorry for that. Did you connect with Pinky? Me, I can't remember her. Is she the lady, the Kenyan ladies in Australia? Is she the one? Or who is Pinky? But I think there is a lady that I connected with, via your platform today. Oh, sorry, sorry for your networks, for your network being so bad. Yes, the one who was asking a lot of those questions. I think I didn't. But there was a there was a nice girl that she was very nice on your platform. I think she's the one that I connected with, today via your platform. Yeah, I think it is the one that I connected with today via your platform. Yeah, yeah, she was called Here. She was called Helen. I agree, she was called Helen. She was called Helen Musembi. Wow, wow. I can see you can even recall all of them. Can see you can still recall all of them. Yeah, I connected with her, and she is such a good. She is very good. She is very good. Yeah, one thing that I love about her, she's teaching us a lot about the midlife crisis. You know, now when you start hitting 40s and 45, and you just realize that, you know, like 10%, 10% of the dreams that you had, you have only like achieved about, let's say 20%, and you haven't achieved about 80%, you know, the dreams that you had. Then it becomes an issue, you know, and this is where now most of the guys now get into depression. So it's her topics are very critical when it comes to the issue of, you know, having that mental awareness of what happens after 40. You know, when you hear people saying that life starts at 40, you know, it's not just a hypothesis. It's not just a hypothesis. They are very particular on what happens after 40, because this is now where we have a lot of midlife crises. You know, people getting into depression, people getting into, you know, the real lifestyle diseases. You know, people really getting into the real lifestyle diseases, because at the end of the day, maybe their mental stability is not so well, and this is the period that you just realize, oh, I have only cleared 30% of my dreams. Is it even possible to, you know, to achieve the 70% of my dreams? Especially when you talk about an African setting, you know, an African kind of a mindset. But one thing that I love about those guys in the West, you know, you see a guy, he is going to retire, and maybe he is 60s, he is 70s or 80s, and that is the time that old man is saying that, you know, this is now my time to achieve my dreams. This is now the time to go for it. This is my time now to set a company. Sabrine is young, creative, and has a sense of humor. Sabrine Maria. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let me just check here if I can see the name Sabrine Maria. Sabrina, is it Sabrina Maria? (2015). Oh, this young girl with cats. Let me just show you. Let me just show you so that you can tell me if she is the one. If she is the one. Are you talking about this young girl? This one. She really looks very jovial. Is she the one? Is she the one? Is she the one? Yeah, that's her. Okay. Let me just connect with her. Yeah, let me just connect with her. Yes.
Kĩrĩa gĩkĩ nĩ kĩa gĩkunĩko nĩ kĩa Waithĩra. Ĩno train ya Rũthũ.
Oh, Rũthũ.
Onake nĩ ariganĩirwo.
Oh, okay.
Tũtirĩkĩtie.
Oh, sawa. Yeah, that's good of her. That's good of her. That's good of her. Yeah, it's like what can I say? It's like those young people that have been getting on my platform. They are very young and very dedicated to, you know, to even making content, and they are still students. You know, I just love how they keep on you know, doing their work, their homework, you know, school stuff, and at the end of the day they are trying to make content. It's always a sacrifice. It's always a sacrifice. It's not an easy thing. No, it's not an easy thing. It's always a sacrifice. I always admire the zeal and you know, the energy that they have because they are always there, and especially on weekends you just see that they have joined and they have a lot of energy, you know. And you know, when you see young people joining your platform and you can be able to connect with them on with their issue, wow, that's so amazing. That's so amazing. And you can connect with their issues, then just know that you are lucky. You are lucky because most of the times it's not always easy. You know, it's not always easy to connect with young people. But if you see young people can join your channel and maybe you can connect with them, then just know that you're just blessed. You know, that's the thing with young people. Yeah, that's the thing with young people. Her mom is so beautiful. Wow, that's so good. That's so good. Yeah, having a supportive family is always a good thing. Was the first young person. Me, I have several young people. I have several young people. Iyo na 98 nyogokuwa. Ni sawa. Yeah, me, I have connected with several young people, but they are very nice. They are very nice and very supportive. And very supportive. and they have a lot of energy. Young people have a lot of energy, Colin. You can't match their energy. Lazima akifanya live stream mzazi akuwe hapo. Wow, that's now the supportive, the support. Oh, she also does live streams. Yeah, because there are some people who are bullies. Yeah, like it is that young man, the one that we are talking with him on my channel. You can remember him. Yeah, just the other day we are talking with him, and he was asking us why he has not been able to get to live stream, and we told him because maybe probably of age or stuff like that. Maybe YouTube could have limited him to doing some live stream. He is also very young. Yeah, that guy from the US, that young man from the US, he is also very, very young and very, very focused. Yeah, once you have a supportive, family, then it becomes easier for you to do your thing. For you to do your thing. So if her mom supports her, then that's so amazing. If her mom supports her, then that's so amazing. That's so amazing, amazing, amazing. Yeah, there are some kids who love just making content. Yeah, there are some kids who love just making content, and there is nothing much as a parent that you can do. The only thing that you can do is just like support them. Be their support system. Like be their support system. Supporting a kid, he or she just feels so much appreciated. Yeah, they feel so much appreciated. It's like the way you are telling me that your son cannot stay far away from you. Why? Because he really understands that without you being there, then things will not be so good. So they really have that kind of an emotional connectedness. So it's always good to support your kid, to support your son, to support your daughter. Let them do their passion. And I also don't love this kind of what can I say? I don't love this kind of parenting where you are just trying to limit the passion that your son or your daughter has. Yeah, instead of limiting them, give them space. Ya alafu watu wanataka niende maandamano akose mama. No, I told you, when you go to maandamano, the secret with maandamano is just one, Colin. One, when you go to maandamano, don't have that kind of preoccupation that you are going to be the next victim. Yeah, even the next victim does not know that he or she will be the next victim. Yeah, but always be positive. That's one. Two, don't be on the front line. Because leave those ones alone. But you see, when you go to maandamano, all of us cannot have the heart to go to maandamano, because maybe I have a certain goal to go to Maandamano, another guy has another objective, like the goons that infiltrated the whole Maandamano thing. There were some people who really had the passion and the zeal to go and advocate for the issues that we are really calling for. But you see, on the other hand, there were some other elements such as the goons that they really had to come because they also had another agenda. You see, now those are two different people. But the others who really do not physically show up for Maandamano, but at the end of the day they are supporting for change. You might be that person. You might be that person who just say, it's not a must that I go on the street, but I am 100% with the youths or with good guys, advocating for 1, 2, 3 issues that are affecting our country. That should be our motive. But if you have the courage, that you can just stand up and just say, it's my time also to go on the street and maybe to protest and say 1, 2, 3 issues, then just go for it. So maandamano can be done in various ways. Yeah. Similarly, you might not go for maandamano, but I do not support, because a lot of people have died since it started. But you see, it's not all about, don't be subjective. When I look at the maandamano thing, I'm always open. I am not subjective about, the killings. I'm not subjective about maybe the routing. I'm about the objectivity. Why are they calling for maandamano? If they are calling for maandamano, so maybe they can go maybe and support maybe routing. Then for me, that one is not worth attending. But if they are calling maybe for protest with a certain name, like the last protest that I really went, had very good agenda. One, they were saying, uh, was it Peter Karaoke? Peter Karaoke, who was just shot on the street, he was not part of Maandamano. He was just selling his masks. So tomorrow, I'll also be in that town, and I'll not be participating in Maandamano, but I might also die. Yeah, I might also die because I have just been caught unaware of the happening that was happening in the CBD. And today I just saw the family, and they have released a press statement saying that according to the doctors, you know, his brain has been declared dysfunctional. So his brain is no longer there. So his brain, it's like it has died. So it means he cannot do anything else. It's all about, now he is really relying on the support system, and after some few days, maybe it's just a formality not to tell us directly that he has gone. But you see, the point was, we need, even if I'm protesting and Karen is not protesting, Karen should be protected but should not be killed. Because we are having, Karen, let me just tell you, me, I have lived in Nairobi for so long, and I have met, not once, not twice, I have met with rogue policemen and women who just want, maybe I'm just walking on the streets, and you see I'm just like, we kijana kuja, uko na bagi sijui nini, just frame me just for nothing, and then from there now you just start casing for things that you don't even understand. So what they were calling is good, good policing, because if you don't have good policing, then I want to tell you, no one is safe in this country. For that one, I can assure you. Two, if the youths do not call for good leadership, already we are having a crisis. Yes, we already having a crisis. And unemployment is such a huge issue. So many graduates they are out here. Others are about to finish. Others have just started, their high school, and all of them are projecting one day, one time, that they shall get into the system and they shall be absorbed, to being one of the workforce in this country. But now you are getting this issue. You have gone through the school system, you have your degree, you have your diploma, now you have your diploma, and at the end of the day, it looks as if it is dysfunctional, and I can bet, because he also went through that system, I can bet the amount of resources that one uses until he or she completes school. So to me, I think protests, me, I always support protest, especially if that protest have a cause. And the cause was very simple. We need accountable government. And we don't need a government that keeps saying that we shall do, we shall do, we shall do. Just like the way Peter has shown us a video. Even if we have the best manifestos at the end of the day, and we cannot take any actionable steps toward actualizing these manifestos, it's all in vain. Nothing will work. And so, me, on my view, protests are very good. And in the process, the thing is, even if you are not supporting maandamano, because people are being killed, and first of all, you must appreciate that the people that are killing young protesters, they are the rogue police. And the rogue police is a result of the rogue government. Because I'm very sure, if we have a reasonable kind of a governance that really kuwa tu president utatubadilishia nchi. No, the issue is not about that. The issue is not about that. The issue is, we really need some serious people occupying these positions. That should be standardized. And and that's the reason why you keep hearing the Gen Z saying that if we have the same system, with the same mindset, with the same view, then it's very rare that we are going to transform this nation. And so, me, on my view, if we don't change now, then don't expect that we are going to change anytime sooner. So let maandamano continue, let people advocate for change, and in the process of advocating for change, the rogue police, the rogue system, that's now one of the key agenda in ensuring that if I go to the street, I am a peaceful demonstrator, I should be protected, as enshrined by our constitution. So to me, maandamano is a good thing, as long as it has a cause or it has an action. And one day, one time, we would all desire to have a nation whereby, kids go through school system, but we don't send them to go and die in Saudi Arabia, and then we bring them in caskets, and we are saying that they died in a foreign land trying to look for a job, or they were being mistreated, and we are bringing them back here. So Kalen, even if you don't attend physically, virtually support maandamano and say no to rogue, police system, say no to tribalism, say no to, to bad governance of routine, bad governance of killing young men, bad governance of doing this and that. And I think at the end of the day, we shall have a good nation. Me, when it comes to the issue of good governance, I'm always on that side, and I'm going to support any cause that calls for good governance, because I really want to have, once I exit from this, from this earth, I really have to have a good Kenya where my son or my daughter or my grandchildren will come and enjoy. Yeah. Yeah, of course, we say no to to femicide, to rape, to all these things are the same things that the Gen Zs have been advocating. Yeah, and I know, if we could, for instance, Kibaki was there and he really transformed this nation. The roads that we are enjoying today, they are as a result of Kibaki. The reason why Karen we are here on YouTube, me and you being YouTubers, is because Kibaki embraced the entire idea of technology and advancement. The reason why we can experience a lot of changes here and there about the devolution and everything, it was about the enactment and the new constitution that they brought into play, aiming for a better Kenya. So to me, I would really have that good government where it will really respect the right of women. On the other hand, respect the issues of youth, address them, give them jobs, create jobs. I think in Kenya we are having a lot of human and utilized resources. We have a lot of graduates with very good careers. Name them, from teachers. A lot of them, they are teachers unemployed. But when you go to Northrift, when you go to to Northeastern, when you know the teach, we are having a deficiency of teachers. But since we are having some few key individuals in the government, always thinking about looting and stealing, then we cannot see the need for us to employ teachers. Our hospitals, we do not have adequate type of medicine and this personalized kind of care in terms of treatment. So what should we do? We should always advocate for a good governance system. So yeah, a very good government system that embraces of the concept that we should have doctors, doctors that really care for people. It's not all about stealing our medicine in terms of doctors and opening chemists alongside their jobs as a way of making money. Because if we are able to address some of these small challenges, I'm telling you, we are going to have a better Kenya. Yeah. Ice Cream Man is live with... Who is Ice Cream Man? With his drama. Who is that man, Karen? Who is that man? Ice Cream Man. Is he one of your followers? Ice Cream Man. Let me just check on... Yeah, I can see he is a Muzungu. He is a Muzungu guy. Ice Cream Man. Yeah, he's just doing something funny. Yes, yes, oh, okay. I have seen him. I think I have seen him eating some fries. So, so Kalen, you have talked a lot of issues, and all the same, I really want to say thank you so much for always joining my lives and always making my day. We always talk a lot of issues, very diverse issues here and there, which is such a good thing that keeps us going. We need to keep on going. So I think I'm going to end at this point. As always, God willing, I believe that through God's grace, we shall meet tomorrow, and we shall be able to do it once again. As always, thank you so much for always joining, for always giving me a lot of good stories. It's always amazing. It's always amazing. And yeah, for always keeping me company. A lot of companion. Thank you so much, Carlin. There is, if I go any life without you, I always feel there is someone who is just missing in that entire life. So thank you so much, Carlin. Let's see how tomorrow is going to unfold. uh, be safe, and may God bless you. Thank you so much. Let's meet tomorrow through God's grace with a lot of love. Thank you.